What's going on, guys? Today we are checking out World of Contraptions. The basic premise of the game, you have this starting zone here, you have a target zone there, you get to build a contraption to get to the other side. So let's hop right into it. I have played around with this a little bit before recording. You can see my previous starter vehicle there. But we are going to start fresh. Let's go ahead and clear those out. So I'm going to keep it simple. As I mean, it's not a very difficult level as it looks. Looks like we've got some landmines and some boxes. From what I understand, there is a timer along with the amount of blocks, complexity, and weight. I believe the timer is how you get stars to move through the campaign. So we're going to try to keep it simple. And let's go ahead and start by throwing down our, I believe these are companion blocks. And basically this is the heart of your contraption. You have to have one of these on your contraption for it to work. So we're going to keep it super simple. We can always go crazy later on. Every part you see, you'll have these connection points depending on where you want it to connect, which I do really like about this game. The building mechanics can be a little funky to get used to, but that's okay. We're in no rush. Let's go ahead and throw on some steering hinges. Oop, wrong way. And then we're going to throw on some normal hinges. Super simple. Might even go simpler with the wheels. Let's start out with something. Where is the most basic? I want to try to keep it as low on that complexity meter as possible. Looks like the wagon wheel is our best option. Let's go ahead and throw that down there. So there is a few important things that we need to get done before this will actually drive. And one of those is transmission. So we need to connect the motor to the wheels. So we do that by simply dragging over to each wheel. Then we got to select what kind of spin. I'm not sure what each type of spin does. I believe steerable spin is when you're using your steering controls, it'll spin in the direction that you set it. But for right now, we're going to use continuous. Make sure they're both going in the same direction. And I think we are pretty much ready to run this level. Let's go ahead and back to build mode. I think everything is connected. Yep, everything is connected. Let's go ahead and... Ooh, I almost forgot. We need a camera block. So this basically is where we can view from. And I didn't even add it to my inventory. Let's go ahead and throw that down there. And then make sure it's facing the right direction. And then properties. There we go. So you have a few options up here. You have your transmission, which we went over already. Your properties, blocks that have like key bindings and stuff like that. You can set those here. Then you have your connections mode, shows you where everything's connected. And then you have your logic, which I'm sure we'll need later on down the line, but as it stands right now for this level, I don't think we're going to. So I think we are ready to play. Let's go ahead and... And we lost the wheel. Let's go ahead and retry that. Got it. So we just need to complete the level. Okay, that makes sense. So let's go to level 2. You guys are learning with me, so bear with me here. Okay, I'm not sure. Oh, okay, we got a TNT box there in the middle. So I think we're going to want to push. Seems like these boxes are a trend. I think we're going to want to push these out of the way. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and... Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Well, we want to keep this front section, but we want to make it a little bit more stable. So we're going to go here. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. And we'll copy that to our clipboard. And then we'll get rid of all this. Extend this out just a bit. Throw our companion block back in there. We need to select our connection point. Slap the wheels back on the front. And then I think I want to do some kind of plow on the front. So let's go into our inventory and see what we have. So we got some wedge blocks. Those would be a good option. Some pipes. Maybe put a bumper on it to knock the boxes out of the way. But I think for now we're going to stick with either the wedge or these like cone pyramid size. Let's try a small slope. We'll add that in there. And we're going to extend this out. And we'll go ahead and just throw one of these on each. Okay. Okay, so I immediately realized the issue with our little build here. But, I mean, the rest of it seems to work okay. All we gotta do is complete the level, so let's move on to the next one. So now we gotta go uphill. So this worked out, but I want to make it better. Let's go see what we got in here. Maybe we switch out for some of these lightweight cubes. Oops. We'll try that. Let's go ahead and get rid of these two. Add in some lightweight bricks. Maybe make the bumper a little bit wider. Yeah, something like that. Now that kind of pushes everything out of the way. Probably going to need some better wheels too. I don't think the complexity matters. I guess we'll find out as we move forward. I'm going to go with these truck wheels. Let's go ahead and get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Put that on there, that on there, that on there, and that. Put transmission mode. We got to reconnect these rear wheels. We might need more power, we'll see. Going uphill, I don't know how this little motor's going to do, but we will find out. So those are connected. Got a continuous, invert, continuous. All right, I think we are ready. Let's see how this does. Oh no. So we flipped. Not great. Not great at all. What if we throw on... Can I stack these? I'd really like to stack these wheels. What if we added on a second set? I hope those don't conflict with each other. Oh, they are. That's interesting. So we might be able to use that in the future. I don't think it's supposed to do that, but as you can see, when we go up, it lifts the whole vehicle. So that's not going to work. We're going to need to go back to build mode, get rid of those. We'll try this again with just this, how it was. Just push the boxes out of the way. Did not work. I'll try this again. I think this time we're going to stay out on this external view. Bumper is doing its job to an extent. Come on, get grip, get grip, get grip. And we're high centered. It's a lot harder than it looks. Oh, I think this is it. There we go. Level 3 completed. Let's see what they got for us next. Oh, okay, so small opening here. I think I want to make a new creation, because this, we'll save this. Let's go ahead and save this. I think we're going to go ahead and just make something new here. That needs to be small, so let's throw down this block. I'm going to stick with these lightweight blocks this time. I think the simplest answer would be make something along the lines having the wheels on the inside. I don't know how well this is going to work. Okay, so it's going to make me choose one of the two connection points. Okay, I'll clear that and try something else. So we need to be, I think we need to be too wide for this. And something like this. Bring these forward a few. And we don't need to steer at the moment. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. And then on the, let's go ahead and center this. Like so. We don't need to be super... I have a tendency to overcomplicate something very simple, so we're going to try to keep it as simple as possible. Throw these on there, and we'll just put one wheel in the back for now. That should work. Let's see if it even stays upright. Oh yeah, we're good. So now we need to slap a motor on here. Change the connection point to the bottom. We're just going to slap it on somewhere we'll go there. Transmission. We're gonna do the one wheel in the back. Actually, I take that back. Let's go ahead and unplug those. We're gonna go here and here. Oop, I did not set the spins. So I believe this one needs to be inverted. There we go. Oh no, it's tearing itself apart. Okay, that did not work. Trial and error, trial and error. So it basically just tried to tear itself apart. So we're going to have to reinforce that. That can't be there. I know this is probably a little overkill for this level, but oh, we're almost there. That back wheel not being supported is not doing me any favors. Okay, next level. So we need to lower the bridge. I believe there's a disconnection block. Let's go ahead and just get rid of that abomination. We'll throw down a companion block. And then let's go look in the inventory and see what we got here. Got a stabilizer. It's probably a mechanical. Decoupler, okay. So I think we need the decoupler. Let's go ahead and throw down a basic vehicle here. So I'm going for more of a truck-like design on this one. No particular reason whatsoever, other than the fact of I like it. Go ahead and get rid of those. I think we need to be one more to make it proportionate. Wrong block. We need a steering hinge up front. Like so. Bring this one reversed, like so. There's some wheels on. Now we need a motor. I'm gonna go with a bigger motor. I don't think that complexity matters all too much right now. It might down the line, I do not know. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the back. No, we'll put it up front. Give it some weight up there. And I believe we need to transmission mode. How many can you have? You can have 5. Okay. So we'll put that, and that. That should give us more traction. And just test it out real quick. So we're really wobbly. I don't know if that's because of the light blocks. But we will see. What was I gonna do? Oh, that's right, we need something to drop on that pressure plate. Actually, let's just see if we can drive up on it. So I believe we need to go to transmission mode. Set this to continuous, 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 invert, continuous, invert. Should be able to go now. So I was right. It looks like there has to remain a weight of some kind on this. for it to work. Otherwise, we just get launched back. So let's go ahead and use that decoupler. I did not put it in my inventory. Go ahead and throw the decoupler on. And we'll put it like right there. Now we need a block we can drop on. I don't know how heavy it needs to be, but I think I saw a weight in here somewhere. Is it over? Yes, I did. So let's go with a small weight block, and we'll just gonna throw this. Oh, that's tiny. That is like extremely tiny. I was expecting it to be like at least the size of that block. But hey, maybe it'll work. I believe we need to go to properties now. Select you, activation 0. Okay. So let's go ahead and center on that. Drive up over O to drop that. Ha, it worked. And we overshot her. Okay, let's try that again. Creation worked, my driving just sucked. User error. Go ahead and drop our block. Oh no! One more time, we got it this time. Okay, let's drive up here. We're gonna drop that on there, just like so. And then start braking ahead of time. Perfect. Alright, that was level 5. Looks like level 6 is going to get a little bit more complicated, but I think that's a good place to end it for this video. If you enjoyed the content, please like, subscribe. It helps out the channel a bunch. I'm going to set my first goal to 1,000 subscribers, so every subscriber counts. Well, thanks for watching. We're going to end it there.